Welcome to Wanna Bet, the daily gambling game show that takes betting seriously, but not much else. Get our favorite plays on the totals, sides, props, exotics, and futures to jump on now.
So let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Subject custom catering calls about the concept fairly known. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason.
Hey there. Welcome to Wanna Bet. Appreciate you guys tuning in as always. I'm Jason. That's Ben. Voice is a little raspy. Iggy Pop continues to deliver. If you have a chance to see him while he's still gracing the stage, please, please, please do. Amazing sonic experience. Horn section, the whole 9 yards, man. It was freaking awesome. Every day we give you guys our favorite plays. And we give them to you in a little bit of a different style than anybody else. First, second, third down. 3 favorite bets we've made since yesterday's show. Fourth and long is really fourth and short. Ways to get you paid quickly. Maybe the first half of some of these Champions League matches. Maybe first 5 innings of a baseball playoff game. First quarter in the WNBA playoffs. Things like that. Overtime, we give you guys a football parlay every single day because it's football season. We're also completely transparent, unlike the frauds, bullshitters, and jamokes and shills out there. We tell you what we're doing well, what we're not doing well, and how we did last night, how we've done since we started the show. So there you have it. Look, Zach Taylor was a bigger coward than I thought last night. I told you guys in the parlay we had in the 2 overs, we played the Denver game at 37.5 because wasn't sure how much we were going to get from the Bengals, but I thought we'd get at least 1 touchdown. Zach Taylor punting like he did on 4th and short at the end of the game when his offense hasn't scored a touchdown in 2 weeks. Pretty shameful. Pretty shameful. Also, we got screwed on the Denver money line and to score first because they gave up a field goal early. And then, of course, the Bengals didn't score again. So a lot of bad luck going against us these days, but we continue to soldier on. Beltway Ben, your thoughts on last night?
Yeah, we had a slightly profitable night in the NFL, but we did have to add in the Minnesota Lynx falling out, them losing. That was unfortunate. And if Fisa Collier gets hurt, they don't win the WNBA Finals. But still, Evan Ingram, we gave him out a number of different ways. They're trying to get him a touchdown, 3 straight plays in the red zone. Jason, I know you were at the concert. I'm not sure if you saw it. They had 3 straight plays near the goal line where Sean Payton was spamming it, doing whatever they could to get Evan Ingram some confidence to get him the ball. Bo Nix takes forever to throw the first one, and then he ends up going out of bounds. The second one takes a little bit too long. Evan Ingram's got the edge. I think he's going to get in, gets knocked out of bounds, whatever. So then I'm a little bit worried about the yards. We did also play 30 plus, remember. We already cashed his regular line. We get above that. I'm feeling good. He catches a pass and gets us to 29 yards in the third quarter, and that was the last catch he had. 29 yards. We finished 1 yard short of the plus through whatever parlay. So that was unfortunate. We also lost our parlay yesterday because Tua didn't throw for 200 plus passing yards. But we did have Breece Hall. We did have Dolphins money line. We had Dolphins first half. We had Evan Ingram over the 17.5 regular. So it was a fine night, but could have been a little bit better if he gets 1 more yard.
Yeah, I would have loved 1 more touchdown pass from Bo Nix. We had a chance at that cashing as well. All our picks in real time are available right there in the Super Discord. And like Ben said, we give out a lot of futures here. They obviously don't always hit. Sometimes we're chasing value. We're hedging our own plays, like I did with the Royals 18-1 to catch the Tigers. Turned out it was the Guardians who catched them. I made a lot of money on the Tigers. I wanted the middle. When I lose that bet, it's in there. We include everything. If you just included what we did, our 3 best picks of the day, those numbers would be even higher than they are.
Well, some people probably claim that we do that, but some people might claim that we do that. Whatever.
Yeah. F them. First down, Beltway Ben.
Yeah, first down. And let me tell you guys now, I know a lot of people want to watch the show, and of course we want to make you money every way we can and do things. But it is day 1 of the MLB playoffs, and I wasn't going to give you guys nothing. I don't love these matchups, I'll be honest with you. With the wild card matchups, I like watching them. I'm really excited to watch that Yankees-Red Sox series. Like I'm going to enjoy watching them. But there are some weird matchups where I don't really have too strong of a favorite to a side. I'm not going to just give you no MLB plays. So I tried to break it down as best I could to find what I like the most. So I'll give you a few today. Kerry Carpenter over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs plus 111. I went back and forth between him and Riley Green, and then the changer for me was what Kerry Carpenter's done in day games versus what Riley Green has. If you look at a lot of Riley Green's home runs and slug, it's come in night games under the lights. Kerry Carpenter, on the other hand, is the opposite. He's been much better in day games, the weekends, things like that is when he's shown up. Today we're going to get a day game, of course, first pitch at 1:05 or 1:06 p.m. So I like Kerry Carpenter to go over 1.5. You're going to get a lot of fair prices, and I'm going to play hits, runs, and RBIs a lot in the playoffs. You'll see that, but you get a lot more fair prices now because you're going to be facing aces. It's colder, and it's going to be playoff baseball. So you have to imagine he's going to face probably 3 to 4 different pitchers. And I don't know that you have the chance to get pinch hit for with Kerry Carpenter. That's the scare. Riley Green usually stays in where Kerry Carpenter could get pinch hit for. I don't love that. But again, I mean, Hinch, listen, that lineup is trash. Kerry Carpenter, to me, should be facing lefties today if he has to. So I like Kerry Carpenter over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs.
We're on the Guardians in this game. I just like the value. They've beat Scott. Well, I mean, look, they didn't get to Scooble, right? But they've outlasted Scooble. They've won games that Scooble started against them in back-to-back series. They took 5 of the last 6 between these teams. They have the better bullpen. Neither team scores a lot of runs, but the Guardians have certainly played with more momentum. Hottest team in baseball down the stretch. Tigers obviously barely got in. Tigers conceded the division title to them. Tigers are a 500 team on the road. Guardians are an awesome team at home. Guardians played better against the division. Guardians went 10-5 against the Tigers. They find ways to make Scooble work and eventually get him out of the game. Gavin Williams, we just talked about there, Beltway Ben, day games. He has a 2.17 ERA in day games. He was basically Scooble in the second half of the season. From the All-Star break on, Gavin Williams, 7-1 with a 2.18 ERA, a 188 opposing batting average, a whip of barely 1. Basically Scooble-esque. So you're giving me that much value on what has been the better team, on the team that has dominated the other team. Now, look, I know this series, Detroit-Cleveland, it's favored the road team. But Cleveland, at home in the playoffs with that crowd behind them. And I just go back to the last time Gavin Williams faced these guys. Even when the Tigers walk, bases loaded, 1 out, they chase. They can't lay off. They chase outside the zone. Gavin Williams, I think, is in their head. And Scooble's in everybody's head. I get it. But Scooble's home run rate started to tick up second half of the year when he felt like it was him against the world. Scooble walk rates definitely ticked up. For a guy who's got the best whip in baseball, go look the final 6 weeks of the season, final 8 weeks of the season, how often he's walking multiple guys. And I just think the Guardians are in their heads right now. So I almost played Guardians plus 315 to sweep the series, but that number felt low to me. I feel like that number should be higher. But if they beat Scooble today, and then the Tigers have to match it up and patch it together tomorrow, right? That could be game, set, match. This year's Guardians, I think, are last year's Tigers. The Guardians are going to win this series, and they might win another series like the Tigers did last year. They've got the bullpen chaos now. Tigers got like 2.5 relievers, 1.5 relievers you can really trust. Totally different scenario than a year ago. Yeah. Second down, Ben.
Fully agree. And Hinch, again, we talk about Hinch on the show all the time. I like Hinch a lot, but he overused that bullpen way too much. You can't go with that the way he did all season. We saw the Mets do it as well. When you're using the bullpen as much early in the season, it falls apart. You can do it in the playoffs. It works in the playoffs. Cannot do it for 162 games. But here we will go to college football, and we're going to go to a familiar team with our futures bets, and hopefully they can turn things around. San Jose State on the money line Friday night, minus 130. We know we talk about Ken all the time. We're a big fan of him. Coach at Navy, was awesome at Navy. Goes there and really turns things around. Right now they're sitting at 1-3. He had, against Central Michigan, I don't even know what to call it, bad kicker, period. They should have won that game. They didn't. This past game, they're playing Stanford. And I get it. Stanford is not very good. They don't have anything rolling. But San Jose State had them beat. Right punts, and I'm like, San Jose State's going to get it, run the clock out. They don't. Stanford drives down the field. Final 30 seconds of the game, scores a touchdown to beat San Jose State. Now they hit New Mexico at home. Everybody looks at records. A lot of, casual, like just regular bettors that are only throwing a few bucks down. They're looking at records. 3-1, 1-3. This team's a favorite. I'll just take New Mexico. They're 3-1. Well, if you look at their games, they haven't been that great, right? They beat a New Mexico State, who's usually good years ago. They beat an Idaho State, who they did not look good against, period, to be quite honest with you. And I think this San Jose State team is just a better football team. Coming into the year, we liked them in the Mountain West. We thought they'd be able to compete because they get these types of matchups. These were the ones that we thought they'd win earlier in the year. And now you're telling me I'm getting minus 130 because of how San Jose State has played. I think Ken wins this game. I think he gets the guys turned around. I liked more of what I saw against Stanford, even with the loss. It's not an easy opponent, regardless of how bad they are, right? That's still a Power 4 school. It's still a team that has way more money than you in recruiting. So I do like San Jose State here on the money line at minus 130.
Second down for me, Champions League. Eintracht Frankfurt. Atletico Madrid. Goals, goals, goals. Let's let this one get loose, like the Stooges and Iggy. Let's get loose here. Everything these teams play has been getting loose. We can go back to the weekend. We've got the Madrid derby, Atletico, Real, 7 goals, 5-2 thriller. How'd it go domestically for Frankfurt over the weekend? They're playing Mönchengladbach. They're up 5-0 at the half. That thing ends up 6-4, Beltway Ben. Like,
Mönchengladbach, yeah.
Frankfurt's played 7 straight games that have had at least 3 total goals. Like, they allowed 4 to Union Berlin. They allowed 3 to Leverkusen. Like, they're going to score, they're going to concede. Same thing with Atleti. Now, will they be a little more sound at home in a spot like this, knowing they're playing a wild-ass team? Possibly, but I still think they concede. And again, everything Frankfurt touches goes batshit crazy. So we're playing this a couple different ways. This is my official play, okay? Both teams to score at least 3 goals in the match. That's Gigi barking up there. We're not going Gigi. Choppy. I have also sprinkled on over 3.5 total goals plus 150. I've also sprinkled on Atleti 3, Frankfurt 1. That'll pay you 10-1 if we get that exact scoreline. I think this one has a chance to get pretty crazy. Third down, Beltway Ben.
Third down, we will return to the MLB. And this is where, like, when you look at the matchups and you look at what guys have done, and I like the Yankees. I think the Yankees are going to win the series. I don't like the Yankees today. I think the Yankees win the series. I don't like the draw today.
I like the Red Sox on plus money today. I don't like it as much as I like the Guardians, but I think the Red Sox win today.
They could. It's going to be a good series, interesting series. I think the most interesting matchup is Game 2 with Bayo, who you don't know what you're going to get.
He's great against the Yankees.
Versus Rodon, yeah, but he also
Bayo
how much
owns
does
the
he pitch in the
Yankees.
playoffs? How much does he pitch in the playoffs?
How much does Judge hit in
not.
the playoffs? How much does Judge hit?
I'm not arguing. I'm just telling you, like, it's uncertainty. But let me get back to my point here. I think that Game 2 is interesting because you could get Rodon. We'll see. How much Rodon? Could Rodon go 7 scoreless? Could Rodon give up 8 in the first
6-7. Can he go 6-7?
Here we go with that dumb shit again. I mean, you can't escape it. Jesus. God, I hate it.
I've come to just embrace it.
Right. No, I will never embrace that. That is the worst thing that's ever came to Earth. Worst thing. Get off my lawn. You know what I'm saying? That's how
I'll tell you what you better embrace in about a week. You better embrace this badass mofo. That's what you better embrace.
Yeah, I think we'll see what's coming with him.
Raw power right here. Raw power. Quinny P. And Iggy P.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see with that. But no, I like Breggy. I like Breggy over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs today. Go look at the Red Sox lineup, and you look at experience and look what guys have done. There's not a lot. And Breggy he has showed up in the playoffs. And if you look at his overall numbers, it's like a 238 batting average. You have to realize he's played in the playoffs every damn year in his career, every single year. So you're going to have stuff that outweighs it early on in his career. When he was with Houston in those early years, he's been much better over the past few years. He's hitting 320 against left-handed pitching on the road. And when you look at it, 5 for 9 against Fried. And we mentioned today, that's why I'm interested in a lot of these Red Sox-Yankees matchups. A lot of people are on Fried. I don't know that I fully trust him. I don't know that I can.
I don't either. It's a little different.
I don't know that I can. But Crochet, like, to that point, Crochet also gave up like 6 last time he pitched in New York. So it's just a very weird series to me. I don't like the draw for the Yankees. I was hoping they'd catch the Blue Jays and get that cakewalk, but instead you have to play Boston, which isn't very favorable. And you have to play Toronto, and you have to you're going to have to beat 2 divisional teams who really haven't had a ton of success all year. Later in the year, they did. We saw them beat the Red Sox later in the year. We saw them beat the Blue Jays later in the year. But earlier in the year, we also saw both of those two sweep them and push them around like the little brother. So it's just very interesting for what's going to happen. But just now, I'm taking Breggy over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 100.
we're on this Bundesliga. Well, it's not a Bundesliga. We're on this Champions League. Bayern Munich. Die Bundesliga
D.
match. Yeah,
D.
die. Luis Diaz. Everybody's talking about hat trick Harry Kane, and for good reason. He also is an expert at holding the ball up and laying it off. Kane picks up a lot of assists. Is he going to score in this match? I think he'd probably score a bunch of times. They're playing a team from Cyprus. I don't think it's going to be super intimidating. And Bayern run up the score. They, at least to this point, their form is we don't take lesser teams lightly. We try to score 3 on them in the first half and make them go cry to their mommies when they have their, orange wedges at halftime. So why do I like Diaz? He can score from outside the box. He because they're so free flowing, he gets a lot of opportunities. I think he's going to have a chance to run through channels. I could see Kane holding up, laying off. He comes running into the 18-yard box, scores from 16 out, something like that. I just love his form, and I think he's being completely overshadowed by Kane. But against a team that's going to have so much difficulty defending them, and they're going to be able to activate the flanks. I think they're going to have runners from all over. And he's come really close to scoring some bangers from 25 and 30 yards out. Wouldn't shock me if he does that today. I'm going to tell you, like, in full honesty, I don't know a whole lot about Paphos' keeper, but I'm guessing,
he's pretty good. He's all right in the net. He's all right in the net. I can tell you.
He's all right in the net. Well, I don't think he's going to keep Diaz off the score sheet. So that's where we are on that one. 4th and short, Ben.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I have no idea who he is. I don't even.
I'm sure he's good, but like, is he world class? Maybe he's world class.
Exactly.
He might not be a Paphos. Like, I don't know. Like,
I would.
Could he start for Hertha Berlin? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And I actually got a few futures tickets on that.
On Hertha Berlin?
Yeah, we got a few of them right now. Just kidding. 4th and short here. I think Jason's going to like this one. I like to get creative sometimes when I don't find something I love. Now, I was very close. To giving out the first 3 innings, Yankees, Red Sox over 1.5 runs, but it was minus 160. Didn't play the juice. I think one of those 2 guys is going to give up a long one. I just really do. I really, really do. And everybody's sprinting. Oh, free crochet. This is the easiest under you've ever seen in your life. It doesn't always work like that, especially in the playoffs. But instead, I decided to go with this.
How about the 6, by the way? How about the 6 in Chicago? A lot of shops giving out 6.
Yeah.
Can you go under 6? I can't go under 6.
I couldn't, but go look at the weather report. Oh my God, it's crazy. It is crazy. I mean, hardcore, but that's what I'm going to get to here in this play. Manny Machado, and look what Boyd's done. Like, Boyd's got like a 5.4 ERA over his last 10 starts. Yeah. But no, I'm going to go with Manny Machado to single at minus 130. You look at Manny Machado's hitting, just in general late. 17 of his last 24 hits are singles. So there's fine there. And again,
opposite field.
Yes. And prettiest swing in baseball. He has such a clean swing. You don't think these guys know what the weather is? Manny Machado's not chasing a home run today. The ball's not carrying. This is a veteran player, knows what he's doing, runs the bases pretty well. He's not super fast, but he moves well at this age. He runs the bases well. He knows that he can take advantage of easy hits, simple hits. And against a guy, Matthew Boyd, who can give up some ground balls, Manny can't put one in the 6-hole for a base hit. Like, to me, with what he's done lately, with what the weather report is, I'm taking him just to have a single. It's a weird prop because he hits a home run. We're screwed. Like, we need specifically a single. It's a weird thing to root for. But sometimes in 4th and short, we get creative. We have fun. And that's what we're doing here just because, again, 17 of his last 24 of his base hits are singles. I mean, to me, feels like a good play, minus 130.
You know where we're going? I'm going to cuss in German. Arschloch! Scheiße! Scheiße! We're going back to Bayern. We're going to score twice in the first half. Let's get that Luis Diaz goal out of the way. Let's get that Harry Kane goal out of the way early so we don't have to sweat that. I don't know that many teams on the planet are playing a better high press right now than Bayern. They're turning people over like crazy inside their own 18. And again, I'm guessing not the caliber of keeper that they're used to facing. And frankly, I just go back. If they play this match like they played against Bremen on Friday, they might score 7 or 8 in this one. I believe that's entirely possible. So yes, do I think for plus money they can get 2 in the first 45 minutes plus extra time, injury time? I do indeed. What do you think Oshlock is?
Asshole.
How about Scheisse?
shit.
You're on it, Beltway Ben.
I mean, listen,
That's why I said you're on fire. That's you're holding
Yeah.
you're holding this whole production over while I crumble.
that's not. Oh, that's
Overtime.
not. First off, that is completely false because just a week ago we were flirting with one unit there on the scoreboard. But we always
What have you
continue
done
with
for me lately? As Janet Jackson once
that.
sang.
True.
I don't know if she wrote that lyric or if that was Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Maybe it was a collab. I'm guessing it was a collab. Do you know that song? What have you done for me lately? Do 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 do.
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Ooh,
I don't like. It's not all older music. I don't know. I'm actually R&B and stuff. I'm actually very into older music. But Iggy Pop and the
Stooges.
The Stooges, the Circle Jerks, all of them. Yeah, they don't really. They're not my guys.
Hey,
but Iggy Pop did. Iggy Pop did put on a good concert last night. I can just tell you that from what it sounds like. I trust it. I fully trust it. Maybe we could get Iggy Pop on here once. Let me see what is it a guy or girl? What they like in some.
I would be all about
markets.
Nobody. He did play Some Weird Sin. Nobody whispered "Want a Bet" in my ear, so the hoodie stayed in my car, and I brought it back in. Yeah,
that's all.
He did play Some Weird Sin. Nobody at the anthem whispered sweet nothings in my ear. They're lost.
That is their loss.
More hoodies for us.
Absolutely. Here on overtime, I'm going with a college football parlay. Michigan, don't see them losing. I think this is one of the worst Wisconsin teams we've seen in recent years. Illinois, I really like what I saw from them this week. I almost played it this past week. I thought everybody's going to be against some USC, Lincoln Riley. Everything's rolling. This is when USC always seems to fold, and they did. Illinois won. It's just 1 week too late because we lost. We lost them just a week ago. In Washington on the money line plus 101. I'm going to get to watch them right here. Listen.
Going against your Terps.
Yes. I apologize to the viewers. If I lose this parlay because Washington loses, there won't be many people happier than me.
Yeah, that right. Yeah. Right. That is a win-win. Yeah.
Right. And I apologize to the viewer. I'm a Terps fan, diehard Terps fan. I've been waiting a long time to have Terps football back. I don't see them beating Washington. I just don't. Loxley's 0-9 off the bye. Now, you could take that set a couple different ways. Usually off the bye, they play Michigan, Penn State.
Yes, they're getting a powerhouse.
Right. So you can look at it like that, but they also just haven't been great. He talked about adjusting, and they're not being as physical at practice. During this bye week, they've changed things. But there's also been one major difference, and that's Malik Washington. I mean, the kid is the real deal. Please stay at Maryland. Please stay at Maryland. We need you. You are the golden ticket. But no, I think Washington's a better team. I think they're going to give Maryland's defense some issues. And it's not a full knock to Maryland, but they're young. And they still do pick up stupid penalties. You have to imagine Fish's team is going to take advantage. They're going to be angry coming off that Ohio State loss. You can also look at it as they're banged up, which isn't great for the Washington money line. So they're going to come in this one a little banged up. I do think they outlast the Terps. Going to be a tight one, but I think they win here. And that's basically the leg to get us to plus 101, to get us there. And I just think, knowing my Terps, how it always goes, I do like Michigan, Illinois, Washington, the Big Ten, the 3-leg Big Ten parlay.
Like it. Again, I hope Maryland wins. I'm going to be there. It's family weekend. My son's going to be there. Who goes there. But yeah, if they lose, those other 2 legs better cash.
Absolutely.
Yes. I'm going to get on this Thursday night football game. And look, this was plus 125 when I played it and gave it out on the Super Discord. Then the line moved because Purdy's not going to play. Now, I actually wish Purdy was playing. Mac Jones gives I'm on the Rams a bunch of different ways. We'll talk about this game more as the week goes on. Mac Jones gives the 49ers a better chance to win than Purdy on that bum ankle on 3 days rest would have. Mac Jones is the better quarterback than whatever that Purdy was on Sunday. And it could just be that Purdy with $60 million a year in his pocket is Fugazi. He's probably Fugazi. So Mac Jones will just throw it a million times to McCarthy, to McCaffrey. They'll try to keep the clock moving. This has been an under series. The last 12 times these teams have played, it's gone over 53 points one time. Did you know, Beltway Ben, that there's one team in the NFL without a rushing touchdown? Care to guess who it is?
Well, I've been on it a few times. I'm going to guess the 49ers.
How about that?
That's crazy, man.
How about that? Rams only have 2 by a running back, 1 by Nakua. The Rams in the 3 games they played that weren't against the Tennessee Titans have 8 total offensive touchdowns. And the 49ers are struggling to score on anybody and everybody. Rams have the better offense. Rams have the better defense. Rams definitely have the better special teams. 49ers special teams, still horseshit. They've got the better coach. They've got the better quarterback. 5.5, I don't want any part of that. I didn't really want even any part of the 3 when I could just take it to 2.5. Look, you want to get better value on this? Rams minus 2.5 and move the under to 52.5. We'll get you plus 115. Now, obviously, 53 points get you nothing. But I'm giving you some other options. By the way, the Rams are allowing 3.9 yards per rush, 6 yards per pass. They have the second best sack rate in the NFL. And they're tied for 7th in third down defense. Will McVay go crazy to run up the score in a short week with a quarterback with a bad back? I don't think so. He probably wants to get his run game on track a little bit as well. So that's where we are on that one. Beltway Ben, let the people know how we've been doing, please. Thank you, sir. All of our picks, again, available in the Super Discord in real time as we make them. A lot of sports going on. Big next couple days. More Champions League tomorrow. More, obviously, MLB playoffs tomorrow. I'm guessing noon tomorrow. We've got that thing at 10:30, right? So noon tomorrow is probably good?
Yeah. I got a new phone, so we're going to go noon now.
How about that? So there you go. We appreciate you guys tuning in. You want to bet. We want to bet. We definitely want to bet with you, and we'll be back to do it tomorrow at noon.